Welcome back, it's 9, and today I got another PS5 video for you guys, and probably the biggest one that we've had in a while. We're going to take a look at the process of when you start up the PS5 from creating or adding your account down to the settings that you can play around with, all the way to transferring data from your PS4 over to your PS5. Now, before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's get right into this, and let's start with when you first turn on your PS5. So this is what it's going to look like when you first turn on your PS5 console, right? It's going to typically tell you, hey, plug in your DualSense controller. This is nothing new. And then it's going to ask you for an internet connection, probably your Wi-Fi network, and then possible update, which I imagine there'll be a day one update. So once you've done that, you can sign in two ways. You know, you can do it manually as the way we've known to do it. Then there's also the QR code, which syncs with your application on your phone with the new PSN app on Android and iPhone. So it's a great way to sign in, a lot easier. In fact, if you don't have the app already, I highly recommend you go ahead and download that. It's amazing. It's revamped. It's absolutely what I expected from an upgraded PSN app. And then we have the main screen that you're going to come to once you've made your account and logged in. And it's very simple at the moment, right? Because you don't have that many games. It's just basically Astro's Playroom until you log in and download some games. But you see it says games and media. It's a very simple design, but also a lot more robust than you guys probably remember the PS4 interface being. Very good addition. So clicking your profile picture also brings up a couple other menus. It says online status, profile, trophies, switch users, and log out, where you would naturally do that by holding the PlayStation button on the controller. But I guess now they've changed that up, which it makes a lot of sense. So it's really cool to see that it seems more integrated, more seamless than it's ever been. So on the profile page, we have a different look. Simplistic still, but a different look. It shows your profile name. It shows that you're on a PS5. It shows the overview, games, friends, shared. You got your trophies earned at the first tab. You also have accolades, which I didn't notice before, games, friends. And although it doesn't look like there's actually a cover page, like, you know, the banner that you used to be able to change, it still is available once you go to edit profile. So you'll have the name, online ID, profile picture, avatar, cover image, and about and languages. So the cover image is still an option, and I'm glad to see that they didn't get rid of that. So next up, let's talk about the settings. So unlike the PS4 interface, the settings is readily available at all times at the top right, and once you click that, you'll bring yourself up to a submenu. And as always, you have the user guide, accessibility, network, user, and account. So a lot of this looks familiar, but if you do want to change some of the settings, like say sound settings, you can go ahead and go in there and you've got audio output, which is a very important one for people who are using sound bars, using surround sound systems, using headsets, depending on what you want to use. This will all be in there. And then you have the 3D audio setting, right? You can turn it on, turn it off. And it looks like they've really put a lot of effort into this as they allow you to choose different types. So you got type 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And basically whatever best works with your ears, as obviously we've all got different ears. So a different setting may apply to each of us. So for those who don't want to have all these things on, all these features on in their controller, there is a way to adjust all these things, right? So you can change your volume speaker, obviously vibration intensity, which is on strong standard. Obviously you can make that weak, medium, turn it off completely. And then you also have trigger effect intensity. You got the brightness, as always, like I would hope that would carry over, and communication method, which is typically through Bluetooth. So next up, we have the power options for rest mode. A lot of people use this setting, and there are different settings this time within that power options mode. So optimized experience would be right away it's on, charges your controllers when it's connected, everything is active and ready to go at all times, whereas low power use is going to consume less power with some features disabled under 0.5 watts. It doesn't apply updates. They'll download and install when the console's on, and it doesn't charge controllers. So it's really for it to turn on fast, but it's not going to be able to charge and update all your games. So for people like me who really want their console to be ready to go, we're going to be wanting to go for that optimized experience. Now, there is also a custom setting where you can pick specific settings you want to turn on and off. So it's really, really versatile. It looks like they've really thought of everything when it comes to rest mode. And these questions will all be asked when you first start up your console, right? They'll be asking you to optimize how you want your settings to be. That way you don't have to go in and do this right afterwards, but you can always go in after if you change your mind as well. You can also adjust automatic updates, naturally through the system's setting and going to the software updates. And you can also adjust being able to turn on your PlayStation from your PlayStation app, and that's just under power savings. So you'll want to go into features available in rest mode, and then you'll want to turn on, enable turning on PS5 from network, which I'm sure a lot of you will do. There's also remote play, right? And this is a big feature, especially with smartphones having that. So that is obviously a feature on the PS5 as well. So if you want to manually go in to adjust whether games update automatically, you can also do that with auto download or auto install in rest mode as well. But of course, then your settings in rest mode will be adjusted as well. So that's more of like a custom setting, truthfully. But yeah, that's a lot of different options when it comes to settings on the PlayStation 5, which we never saw with the PS4. Like, this is a lot of versatility with PS5 settings. So when it comes to transferring data, we have a lot of options here. When you're going from the PS4 to the PS5, we have external hard drives, we have Wi-Fi, we have Ethernet, and obviously Ethernet probably being the fastest way, connecting both systems together. And once you have your consoles connected, then you can initiate the data transfer sequence on both consoles. Now, obviously, you have to have them connected to a TV to be able to activate it on both sides, but being connected to the same TV, it shouldn't be a problem at all. And the beauty of all of this is that you don't even have to wait for it to all transfer. You can actually use your PS5 even while it is transferring. But again, there are other options, guys. There are external hard drives, Wi-Fi, and of course, Ethernet. And you'll be able to run all your PS4 games on an external hard drive if you don't want to use up all that SSD space. And of course, you can still put CDs into your optical drive, which would then download it immediately onto your PS5. And naturally, you can still download all your games from your PlayStation library if you do have digital games purchased. So there is no way for you to miss out on previous content that you have and save data. It's actually quite seamless when you really look at how simple it is. Like myself, I uploaded all my saved data to the cloud, and I will download it all on the PS5 wirelessly without even having to log into my PS4 and connecting the two. So there you have it, guys. That's a lot of information they've given to us, more than ever, actually, outside of that one trailer that we got with the UI. And we got a better look at the profile, the settings, the way to, transfer data. It's very extensive, and I really wanted to show this to you guys in one whole video. Now, if you guys want to take a look at the separate videos over on PlayStation's page, I will certainly leave links in the description for you guys if you want to check that out. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was something different, and it was quite informative, at least for myself, so I imagine it was for you guys as well. Now, I want to pass this on to you guys, and I want to ask you, number one, how do you feel about the startup of the PS5 and the customizability of the settings in rest mode? We all know that, being able to customize things, whether it be small or, huge things like being able to customize your profile to being able to customize rest mode options, I think that all of it is welcome, and it's always a good thing to have options. Let me know in the comments, and as always, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Follow me on Twitter, link will be in the description, and share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.